Here in the United States, a great way back in the day to earn some money was to scrap metal. So I just started collecting metal, friends, relatives, particularly my dad in the beginning, and then you turn it into places here. I typically turn it into Omnisource, and so when you collect scrap, they call you a scrapper. So I'm scrapping to raise money. They pay me to bring metal in.
So you've been doing this for a few years, right?
I have. I'm heading into 2 years now of scrapping.
How's it been going? Like, what's the return on the investment?
Financially, the return on the investment is that I put a lot more in physically than I get out, especially now. When I first started, metal was kind of mid-range-ish, so I was making probably like $120 a ton, which is 2,000 pounds, and then it went up, and I was at like $205 for a ton. But now metal is down. I should have looked at the ticket today, but it's down $30 or less a ton for steel.
It's a big time investment, right? Like,
Huge,
it's not
yeah.
just...
Yeah, you don't just run and pick something up, no. It often takes most of my, I usually get up about 6:30 on Saturday mornings, and I leave about 7, and then haul. And I don't do it every Saturday, but a lot of Saturdays, often, and I don't get back until noon. And that won't even sometimes fill a truck.
So you're doing all this work, you're spending all this time, the returns are dwindling, they're decreasing. Why are you doing it?
Well, Braylon and I sponsor 2 sweet children in Nicaragua, and without God's provision for them, in this case, God's provision is us, is Braylon and I. They can't go to school. They can't. Aren't guaranteed a meal every day. So in our sponsorship, what we pay every month, they get to go to school, get a Christ-based education. The best of educations that Nicaragua has to offer is private, and it guarantees them a meal, buys them their uniforms, but it also gives them hope. Well, this year I learned that those children that we sponsor, I see them. This isn't a ploy. It's not somebody trying to get something from me. I meet with them, and I meet their family members. I've met their grandma. I've met their mom. Magdalena and Eddie don't have a home. And so right now they're renting a place, and it's very costly to them, $2 a day. Incredibly costly, and they can't, they struggle to afford that. And without a home, they're in danger of being displaced to somewhere else. If they don't find a place or find an ends to a means here, and they're displaced, Braylon and I can no longer sponsor them. And without sponsorship, their hope dwindles. Their hope for a better life. Their hope for an education. Their hope that tomorrow we're going to eat. That hope fades. Magdalena's mother pleaded with me, would I join her in prayer, and would I try to help her find a way to get a piece of land? So with $3,000-ish, that's a roundabout number, I can buy them a piece of land they will own for the rest of their life. They will get a deed. It can't be taken away by the government. And they will live on that in a shack.
You're aiming for $3,000 this time, or more than 3,000, right?
Yeah, 3,000 plus. Yes, 3,000 would be the minimum that I need right now.
So you're at about 300?
I got, about 10% of what I need right now.
What about the kids here? Like, what about the hungry kids in the United States? What about homeless people here? Like, what's so special about these?
What's so special about these kids here? How can one person say that the person next door is more hungry or more in need or more deserving or more special than that child in Nicaragua or that mother who's pleading for my help or for my prayers. One. Two, I would say, what are you doing to that person? What are you doing? I'm helping someone. What are you doing to help that hungry child here in the United States? I mean, when God talks about the poor, he doesn't say the poor only right next door. And there are plenty of people finding themselves with earthly goods in the United States that can help these here in the United States. And so I feel like God has called me. I fell in love with the people of Nicaragua. And I would hope that the compassion that God has built in each of us, that is in there in each and every person, whether we choose to embrace it or ignore it, I would hope that someone could understand that unexplainable connection I have with those people. And that being said, Josh, I don't limit myself to Nicaragua. On Thanksgiving, my family, my husband and children and I go to the rescue mission and we feed the homeless before we will ever sit down and eat a meal. I don't turn a blind eye to the hungry or the needy under my own nose.
So what are you asking people to do? It's November, right?
It's November. It is my birth month. And so I have a joke with everybody. I like post things. I love orange. I love pumpkin. Y'all know. I love sparkly things. I love jewelry. And I do it as a joke. And I am wildly loved. I don't know why. I don't know why I have so many friends. I don't know. But I'm very blessed, and people do respond. And they, even before I would do this joke of birth month and people buying me gifts off my lavish list and signs in my neighbor's yard of what I wanted, people would respond. And how selfish. I'm like so disgusted with myself. I still love birth month. Don't get me wrong. I celebrate every day. But I'm celebrating that God made me and that he made me able and well-bodied and good-intentioned, and that he made me born in a country where I am free to work and to get an education. I'm getting one. Like, why not celebrate that every day of the month that I was born? But why not use that as an opportunity for all those people who are crazy about the friendship that we have to request that they donate and give to something way bigger than orange and pumpkin and something that brings a smile to my heart. Like, why not bring a smile to somebody else's heart? Why not give somebody a chance? Why not use my birth month to celebrate the opportunity that I have and use the resources and the friends and the networking that I have to get Magdalena and Eddie a really humble home that doesn't glitter, and it doesn't shine, and it doesn't smell like pumpkins when they walk in the door. Why not? I can't do $3,000 on my own, but $1 or $5 or $20 at a time, we could buy that family hope. And we could buy true joy. It said you can't buy joy, but we could buy joy. Like, I can't imagine the overwhelming joy that family would feel in being able to lay down in that grass and make dirt angels or something. I don't know what they would do, but knowing it's theirs forever and no one can take it away. You don't have to do great things to do a great thing.
Go on the GoFundMe page.